Welcome to another episode of Take Two with Terry and Tony. I'm Tony. Terry and producer couldn't be here today because they are going through a divorce. Pretty bitter divorce. It's gotten pretty heated. As you can see, I'm not at the regular studio. I'm pretty much been reduced to a curtain and a white wall, as you can see behind me here. Um, yep, they're both in the studio. They won't leave. They're kind of at a standoff. Um, I guess they're fighting over property. I guess they should have had a prenup, but I don't know. Terry has I think he has a 22 caliber pistol with him right now, and producer she likes to use knives, so they kind of had a standoff. So hopefully get that all settled. Hopefully one will come out alive. I think that's what they're kind of doing a fight to the death here. So after I leave here, finish statement here, I'm gonna have to go out there and see who actually survives, and then guess the winner gets to be the co-star. So stay tuned next week, see who actually lives. But shall we move on? Movie I watched was Total Recall. Total Recall was pretty bad. Let me take that back. It wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good. It wasn't that good. Pretty much 2 hours of pretty much a straightforward story to me. Nothing really exciting in it. To me, I thought the movie had a lot of potential going in, that it could, do some things. It'd be maybe a surprise hit of the summer even. Could show some, special effects or some type of storyline, that would set us apart from any other type of movies that I've seen this summer. But it failed in that aspect. Storyline, I mean, I know it was based off a short story, so I know they were sticking to somewhat of the short story, but I felt like they could have done so much more in regards to, showing off, kind of what the actual, short story was about. Colin Farrell, I think he could have done more. Especially, I don't know. To me, it didn't seem like it was a lot of chasing, not a lot of fighting. So to me, it seemed like they're more getting away from, Kate Beckinsale, which ends up being, the bad guy, or in the movie. Like Colin Farrell and Jessica Biel was doing more running away than actual, standing there and fighting. So I was expecting, Colin Farrell to be kind of, kind of a pretty, sweet guy, knowing, martial arts, or, just how to fight in general. And it didn't really turn out to be that type of movie. So I was kind of disappointed. The special effects, though, that was actually pretty good. I didn't really see anything that kind of made it like, oh man, that looks, super fake or whatnot. So I do give it a thumbs up for special effects. But as for actual story, and other than that, it wasn't a good movie. So Total Recall, I'm gonna have to turn my back on you. But I do say this: Kate Beckinsale, she actually played a good bad guy. The way she portrayed, the protagonist, I guess that would be using one of Terry's words, protagonist in the in the stories. She actually did a good job being the bad guy. So for that, I give it a thumbs up. But Jessica Biel, we could have done without her. I mean, I like Jessica Biel, but her character seemed pretty, standard. Oh, I gotta come help you remember. I'm around to help you, get through this thing, kind of thing. So her character was pretty much a general standard character. So she didn't do anything special. So Total Recall, I'm gonna have to turn my back on you. All right, next up, next week, movie that I'm actually looking forward to. I know Terry is too, if he survives. Is The Bourne Legacy. Bourne Legacy is a continuation from the Bourne trilogy. You had Bourne Identity, then you had Bourne Supremacy, then you had Bourne Ultimatum. But the story's not over, folks. So it doesn't include Matt Damon. He's mentioned in it. His character is mentioned in it. It kind of revolves around his character, but it's actually the main character is a totally different agent played by Jeremy Renner. So if anybody don't know who Jeremy Renner is, he was in this year. He was in a little movie called The Avengers. He played Hawkeye. So looking forward to this movie. I think it should be pretty good. I mean, Bourne trilogy movies, the Bourne movies have never been really disappointing. I mean, I could say Bourne Supremacy wasn't as good as the other ones, but it was still a good movie. So looking forward to this. And also next week, since of the divorce, I let Terry have a pass on fulfilling the bet, but guaranteed next week, guaranteed if he lives, he will fulfill the bet as promised. So sorry folks for, I know we had promised for this week, but stuff happens. So yep, make the world go round. So stay tuned for that for next week, and stay tuned for to see who wins the battle to the death. I'm taking bets here on our YouTube channel. We got 2 to 3 odds on Terry coming out, but producer's pretty surgical with those blades, so we shall see. But for Take-Two for Terry and Tony, I am Tony, and if you like me just being here by myself and don't want it, to have Terry back, or even have producer, flapping her gums, or as I like to call it, movie moron, flapping her gums in the background, just say so. Leave a message on our channel to say that you want, your boy here, Tony, rolling solo, and I'll make it the best to make it happen. I know a lot of you didn't like how Terry was giving it to me, pretty much going in on me last video. She pretty much tore me apart. I actually cried after we finished taping there, but it's a very sensitive subject. I'm a sensitive guy. But also send us a tweet, follow us on Twitter at Take2 Terry Tony. That's at Take2 Terry Tony. And just let us know what you think of our shows. We're actually winding down for the summer, and we're going to take a little break here after summer's over. So just let us know what you thought so far of our show so far this summer. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, if you thought it was pretty informative on the movie issues, here and abroad. So just let us know, and we'll see you next week. So Take-Two for Terry and Tony. It's Tony, and we'll see you next week.